Hello.
I think he came after we were eating our lunch. You're cute.
Oh.
Oh, look at that mini one.
I think there's swallows, are they? Oh no, there's a sparrow there. Comes the feeder.
That scared me then.
Yeah, it came quite low, didn't it?
Look this way.
So we've got about 10 minutes before we need to go up and wait for the tractor.
Okay. Did they say 5 to just to allow time?
Time, yes.
Oh yeah, true. 20 minutes actually. It's 25 to.
And 5 is right in here, ma'am.
Yeah. We found the coal shovel.
What is Cornish?
2-way.
Oh, you don't?
The museum is right from here, ma'am.
How's the team game?
I have no clue how to go in. It says please scan your QR code, so we have to.
Yeah, well.
Oh, there we go. There's a Cornish scrumpy, legless but smiling.
Or is that one of those like jokes?
That was one of the first lots of alcohol that they made.
Scrumpy is where it's probably all.
Like the bit, probably the like yucky bits or something like.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be, well, of the stuff.
Yeah.
Fine. You know what? Right? The horse and the donkey would walk round. And as the donkey walked round, he would move this stone. And he would have things like apples or pears in it.
Or what? Once we've looked around here, there's actually somewhere through there as well. Look all around.
So apples are a hard fruit, meaning they have to be milled or
Did you wait?
Drawn mill and Cornish bean press were used to carry out the same production methods which you can see today in our modern press house. A donkey, or convenient man, would pull the runner around the circular trough, crushing apples as it went. Apples would frequently fall over the side, so the paddle was used to scoop up fallen fruit. Apples start to ferment by themselves from wild yeast in the air. Each cider making farm would have its own build-up of yeast and bacteria. This helped to give each farm's cider a unique flavour. Crushed apples from this mill were shoveled up and placed on the bed of the Cornish bean press.
If we were doing a hunt, there's an O in there, Mum. If we were doing a hunt. I don't even know how we do the hunt. This way.
Wait, this is what that is.
What?
Imagine how many apples you'd have to put in there.
So you put everything in
Yeah.
and then they get crushed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he used to turn these. Obviously, I didn't know they were listed or well. And then he would turn that and then he would press.
Yeah, they probably can't have them working.
Right, come on then, Tegan.
Do that, yeah?
Floating it back.
Hello. Dark side of cider.
You hear that?
Yeah.
Where there's number 6 and 7.
No, that's where they make all the cider, I think.
It just changes as we go.
George, what? Baby birthdays challenge.
Yeah, because I think they don't want the light reacting with the stuff, do they? So obviously it's in the barrels. I think too much light can cause it
To our tasting room.
Come on, let's go out.
Ah.
Almost there. This way. Almost there. It's like tasting room.
What?
There's a look real.
They look real, but they're not.
They're not real apples.
Yeah, I know. Imagine they were though. Mum, look at this. This looks so realistic. Wow.
If you get on.
As we go around in our trip today, I will tell you a little bit about what goes on here at the farm, in our orchards, and a bit of history of cider making itself. Before I do that, I invite you to answer the cider farmer's riddle. How do we get a fully grown apple into a bottle? You'll find out the answer soon enough during this tour. Cider was first made here approximately 100 to 150 years ago. But the farmers in those days were making cider for their own enjoyment and to pay the wages of the men who worked for them in the fields. The average farm labourer would consume approximately 4 to 5 pints of cider a day, and during the summer harvest time, it is very likely they'd be drinking double that amount, 9 to 10 pints. So you can understand why it was well known that the farmer who had produced the best cider also got the best workers.
Oh, the animals are over there. I can see one of the goats.
Oh, we're going down. Oh.
Coming into view now on the left-hand side, you can see the original orchards here at the farm. Some of these trees in this orchard are over 100 years old and are still bearing fruit today. Although we no longer harvest from them, we keep them as part of our heritage. What is interesting to note is the way that they are planted. Basically just randomly. Approximately 40 trees to an acre. Today, in our modern orchards, we've got over 200 trees to an acre. Over on your right-hand side, the tall trees that we are passing make a very effective windbreak for us, protecting us from the prevailing southwesterly winds we get here in Cornwall. They are home to a wide variety of wildlife, and we regularly see squirrels and woodpeckers among the trees. And we've even got a family of buzzards. Behind these old trees is our museum orchard, growing old Cornish varieties such as Cornish mothers, pine three-eyed, and most notably the rattler.
Whoa.
This is where we gained inspiration for the name of our famous cider, Cornish rattler, which you may have seen in the pubs and shops around Cornwall.
Wow.
We are now entering the largest of our 2 orchards on the farm. We've got a total of 3,000 apple trees and grow many varieties of apples. Our production halls can make 52 million bottles a year. That's quite a few pints of cider or glasses of wine by my reckoning. There are 3 main things we are looking for in our apples: acidity, sugar, and tannin. The acidity for the apple's flavour and the bite, the sugar to be eaten by the yeast, producing the alcohol, and thirdly the tannin for its rich flavour, colour, and natural preservatives. You might be surprised to learn we do not pick any apples here. We let nature do the job for us, which is the traditional way of harvesting apples for cider. We simply shake the trees to help nature along. We go through the orchards twice. First time to collect the windfalls,
Whoa.
and secondly, shaking the trees, collecting the remaining fruit from the ground. Our orchards are different to eating apple orchards you can see around the country today. Their trees are low and round to enable them to be easily hand-picked, so the fruit can be picked without bruising.
Okay.
Our trees, we allow them to grow upwards. We leave the centre in the tree and grow what is known as a central leader. We stop them when they get to about 20 feet in height. That's 8 meters in modern language. The only thing that governs the height is the height of the shortest person doing the pruning. We do all our pruning in January and February. What we aim for when we prune is to try and get an A shape into the tree. This is to allow light and air to get around the fruit and help it ripen. As we go through this area, the answer to the cider farmer's riddle lies in the branches of the trees. It is impossible to get a fully grown apple through the neck of the bottom without damaging it. So what we do is poke the bud through the neck when it's small enough to fit, and then simply let it grow naturally inside the bottle until it is ready to be picked and filled with brandy. Both the orchards here are on the side of a valley, and this site was chosen for 3 main reasons. One being they face north, not south, so that means we get maximum sunlight on our fruit. Secondly, we have no means of watering the trees, so we must rely on the odd 1 or 2 days of rain we get here in Cornwall. It works its way down the sides of the valley, slowly watering the trees for us. And thirdly, as I said before, our orchards have protection from our windbreaker trees. On our left-hand side now, you can see the tall trees that have been planted as a windbreak for the far side of the orchard. On the right-hand side, we have our Katie apple trees, planted in 2007 and used for our delicious juice recipe. Cornwall was famous for its mines, but sadly, the last working mine closed its doors in the 90s. It was not just tin that was mined here in Cornwall. Large quantities of copper, arsenic and lead were also mined. The mine behind us here was in fact a lead and arsenic mine, and you might be surprised to know that they had one of the largest ever seams of silver ever found in Cornwall, making it one of the wealthiest mines. People talk about the good old days, but you think about the miners who worked in those mines. They had to walk to work. Once they got to work, they had to climb down the steep vertical ladders to get to the bottom of the shaft, as there were no winding engines in those days to work as a lift. Once down there, they had a long walk underground, anything up to a mile in the dark, wet conditions, lit only by the light of a tallow candle. And once they got to the end, they had to start work, and it was only from then that they were actually paid. And of course, at the end of the day, at the end of the working shift, they had to turn around and walk all the way back to the shaft, up the ladder, and then begin the long walk home. Although we've been making cider here since 1986, the farm is actually over 150 years old and originally used for dairy farming and growing crops. The farmers produced, sold and used their own raw materials within the farm. Gorse was grown for the use in the coal ovens and for bedding for the animals. Timber from the woodlands was sold to the mines to help with production. Hazel was grown and coppice was used for making the hurdles and fences and tools. There are even several stone quarries on the farm, which back in the day sold stone used for building. A good example of this is in our tasting room. Marl was mixed with lime and used to render the walls. Go and see for yourselves their handiwork. As for the cattle farming, a lot of the original farm buildings were used as cattle sheds, including our old bottlery restaurant. It's not just cider and juice that we make from the apples of the orchard and local land. If you haven't already, make sure you visit our very own distillery over in the farm courtyard, which was built back in 2000, what used to be our original Healey's farm shop. Here we have a beauty of a copper pot still, built by A. Forsyth and Son, which at the time was the smallest copper pot still in the UK. This is where we make our cider brandies and the very first Cornish whisky. The barley was grown in Liscard, brewed into mash at St Austell Brewery, then sent over to us, and we distill it into a spirit, then left to mature in our cellars. As they say, good things come to those who wait. We age our cider brandies between 3 and 10 years, and we leave our whiskey in our cellars for a minimum of 3 years. We've just passed our Healey's Visitor Centre, built to house our impressive bottling line, which you can see in action from our viewing platform. You'll see that behind our yard we have quite a large woodland area. These trees we are driving through were planted back in 1986 by our founders, David and Kay Healey. The reason for this is the farm sits on top of a hill, so it is exposed to the elements and the wind. The trees have been grown to act as a barrier, protecting and sheltering us and our visitors from the cold Cornish winds. And a proper job they do too. But hey, the Cornish breeze isn't all bad. On the corner, you'll see our Healey's wind turbine, which covers nearly 1/3 of our production energy. With both our turbine and our solar panels, we're well on the way to reaching our goal, running the farm on 50% renewable energy over the next 3 years. These fields that we are driving through now play host to our annual Cyder festivals. Rattlefest in the spring and Little Orchard in the autumn. Though it doesn't look much now, these fields get transformed into a Cornish party, playing some pretty big live bands, groovy silent disco, camping, glamping, games and shops, and of course a huge range delicious ciders from all over the UK. Get your tickets early to not miss out on the fun. We love to wang a welly and we'd love to see you there.
Oh, hold the pan.
No, I'm not.
How long is it going to take us to pick them that lot? What, just to start this forward? What, just to stack this up forward? Wow.
Do you remember those big tall trees that were protecting us from the prevailing Cornish winds? Well, this one is home to our newest batch of windbreaker trees. These 1,500 little saplings will soon grow as tall as their older brothers and help to protect the production walls, which you can see on your left, as well as our new apple bays. To make the most effective windbreak, we have planted fir trees on the outside with a mix of ash, beech and oak behind them. Fir trees are known to be big and strong, as well as being part of the evergreen family, allowing them to give us the best protection they can. On the left, you'll see the newest part of the farm, Kay's Cyder House, named after one of our founders, Kay Healey. This building includes our state-of-the-art apple bays. These huge bays can hold an impressive 52,000 tons of apples each. Here, the apples are fed into the press house, making delicious apple juice. If you head up inside the press house, you'll see for yourself. This is the only pressing system like this in the world, so it's definitely one to check out.
This is something we'll be seeing later, isn't it? We haven't seen all this stuff yet, man.
Yeah.
There's like stuff over here we'll see. We're not done yet with this place, so there's other stuff to do. Dad is going to love this bit.
You can't get in.
Can't get in.
QR code.
All the way down there.
Now we can. Dad, you're gonna love this, aren't you?
Whoa.
Hello. Look at this one. Oh my goodness me, look at this one. Yeah. Hello. Go on, be the good driver. Show us your good driving skills. What? Hold on, take this and I want to see how it looks from the outside. Can I drive it, please? Switch over, let me drive now. Mum, take this and then I'll go drive. Then I can see these feet come out.
Woo!
Beep, 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 beep. How does it look from outside, Mum?
Okay. I think these kids have been waiting a while though. Let's let these other kids have a go first.
Oh, okay. Lights, there are the lights.
Yeah. Woohoo!
Guys, just Mum and Dad now. Do you want to go in together?
That's okay. I'll get him to drive it first.
Dad, how about one of us go with each other? You go in with Dad and I go in with Mum? She's going to go in with Dad, I'm going to go in with you. Don't forget to indicate. This. It's quite low down. Cool, dude. Oh, this is a swirly one. This is cool, isn't it, Mum? Dan's going to be a little while with that, isn't he? So. Oh, look at this.
Whoa. No, that's a rock production on there.
As per usual, guys, for like force and have a read you can. So we're at number 10 at the moment, so we still have 3 more of these numbers to go.
Okay, so we'll go down to production.
Plus the animals, so.
Yeah, we'll go back to the animals.
We've done a lot of it though, haven't we? Oh my goodness me. There is over 237,000 bottles to this walker, enough to last us just 4.5 days. Woo!
Okay.
Oh.
Now this one's back, is it?
Oh yeah, the
Right. And it's Woo! Oh, wow.
I'm going to put a ball in water on this top video. Let's zoom in.
Hey Harry.
Like a little roller coaster for buses.
Right, Harry. At one time, I want this.
Cap label on it, but got more than bottle, but like lidded, and I put the lid on it. Are they taking them off? Emptying them out? Oh, they've probably been cleaned, haven't they?
Yeah, but there's probably certain ones which ain't get to like measurements and you're either overweight or underweight.
Ah, yeah, true. Imagine working where you've got people watching you every move.
You gotta make sure you've got that done well.
Can you see there's another bottle there now?
Oh, yeah.
I saw it go in.
Ah, so if it doesn't meet the standards, like it goes there and then they have to deal with it.
So then that's probably going back into the tank to go.
Yeah.
See, another one.
Oh, yeah.
You know what then?
So obviously they'll weigh it, and then if it's over or under, then it comes off.
3,
So
2,
obviously most of them are okay. but
One.
every so often,
Come on.
Oh! You have watched
Hey,
it come on.
no, that was a jinx.
And another one.
Way!
Wow.
3, 2, 1. Another one comes off.
Not quite.
Go slowly.
Oh, look. There one's finished ones over there.
What?
So there's single ones. And then obviously, that one there, they're putting them into the boxes, aren't they? And then they're coming off, then there's 12. So they get sold in boxes of 12.
Oh,
Oh, that's how they go on the shelf.
yeah.
And look, labels. Label, label, label. And there's a machine at the end that's picking up each of the 12 packs. Putting it, stacking it on top. See that? Wow.
Woohoo! We get a better view to move over. Here's a good view.
Obviously the robot does a man's job a lot quicker with that. If you had a person doing that, they wouldn't be able to work that quickly. Stand by there.
You just saw it go higher if you were look here. It suggests itself to go higher.
Yeah, so it's finished, well, it's obviously finished that boat. So now it's coming up to the next.
Do I start moving on?
Yeah,
Oh,
this.
this is the keg. This is all down in the keg. Oh, yeah, the cat. Keg. Yeah, I think that's the keg, isn't it?
What is this then?
Keg?
What's a keg?
Oh, yeah, keg, yeah.
What's
The
keg?
little ones that like the pubs would have, like the big, kind of like the little barrels. And then it's called pint out of it.
Yeah.
Cat, label, cat, label.
Please keep wide. Missy, wait for us, please. There. So is that all of it now? Do you want to take the map and see?
Yeah, I think that's it now. So it's going down. So if you want to go back and see the animals, and it's going into the farm shop.
Okay.
Not every day you get to see it.
Woo!
Distillery.
Woo!
It's a little bit like when we went to the Royal Mint Project and we got to see the money being made. It's like you're seeing it, Why does every single part?
It's alright, they're not chasing you, you're alright. Good boy. Nice and slow. Yeah. And you getting tired?
Here he is. Hello. Hello, Mr. Peacock. Just turn the flash off. Put the background on us. There we go. Hello, are you going to come this way?
Oh, just right there. Just right there.
Tegan,
Missy!
come see the peacock.
Yo, hello.
Hey.
Your screen. Plussies, you enjoying this adventure?
Yeah. Ah, you what?
Look at that big booty. Look at that cat.
Where is Shadow?
Where is Shadow?
Where can Shadow be? Oh, Shadow.
So we go see the gamers of all time, aka the goats. Ooh.
A bit of a barney. Don't you want to? Look. That's me, isn't it? What's he telling you? He's naughty, look. You got itchy. Oh, I'm bullying him. Smile don't get up there, isn't it? They're like pigs, aren't they? Cornish pigs. Lots of in there. What's that?
You go stroking there, mate. Definitely not. You get advice. You get advice. A big hole for throwing wild balls. Creates a medium.
Got an itch. Oh, look. Look, a chin rub. Oh, yeah, that's a chin rub. That's a chin rub. You like a good chin rub, do you? Oh, yeah. What have you found on my coat? Hello, boy. You've come to say hello now. Stop being a grub.